Why elders took dreams more seriously than advice. In many African homes, elders would listen carefully when someone said, "I had a dream." But when the same person said, "I was advised," the room stayed quiet. Why? Why would a dream, something that happens while you sleep, outweigh advice given while awake? Tonight, I'll tell you why elders believed dreams spoke louder than words, why some dreams were feared, why others were trusted, and why one dream was so dangerous. Elders refused to interpret it at all. This is not a lesson, this is a memory. Before we go deeper, subscribe, because stories like this were never meant to be rushed. Elders believed advice came from experience, but dreams came from beyond experience. Advice was shaped by emotion, fear, pride, personal history. But dreams were believed to arrive without permission. In African belief, when you give advice, you speak from what you know. But when you dream, something speaks through you. That is why elders listened differently. They believed a man can lie when he is awake, but the spirit has no reason to lie when he sleeps. Advice could be influenced by jealousy. Advice could be softened to protect feelings. Advice could be wrong, but a dream didn't ask if you were ready. That is why elders asked one question before interpreting any dream. Did it come suddenly, or did you invite it? Because invited dreams were treated carefully, but uninvited dreams were never ignored. And this is where fear began. Elders believe the ego sleeps before the body does. When you are awake, your mind filters truth. When you are asleep, the filter breaks. That's why elders said dreams bypass pride. In waking life, you defend yourself, you deny danger, you explain away signs. But in dreams, you see without control. Elders believed dreams were messages that could not survive daylight. That's why some people woke up confused. Others woke up shaking, some woke up silent. And elders watched closely because they believed when the spirit world wants to speak, it waits until you stop interrupting. A dream didn't need logic, it needed attention. But not all dreams were equal. Elders separated dreams into three paths. The first were passing dreams, fragments of thought forgotten by morning. These were ignored. The second were warning dreams, clear, repeating, emotionally heavy. If the same dream returned 3 times, elders became silent because repetition meant insistence. Then there were the third kind, the dreams elders feared, dreams that arrived once, felt complete, left no confusion. These were believed to be sealed dreams. Elders said sealed dreams were not meant to be discussed openly, because speaking them could activate them. That's why some elders would listen, nod, and say nothing. Not because they didn't understand, but because they understood too well. And that leads us to the dreams that were never spoken aloud. There was a belief elders never explained fully. Some dreams are not warnings. They are confirmations. They don't say, "Be careful." They say, "This is already in motion." Those dreams were dangerous. Speaking them aloud was believed to remove protection, invite witnesses, shorten the distance between dream and reality. So elders chose silence. They believed not every truth is meant to be carried by sound. Some dreams were whispered only to the earth. Some were buried with offerings, some were carried alone. And then there was the dream that elders refused to interpret. In one village, a man dreamed of walking home and seeing his own footprints already waiting for him. When he told the elders, the room went quiet. No questions, no interpretations. One elder finally said, "You have spoken enough." They sent him away, not because they didn't understand the dream, but because understanding it wouldn't save him. Some dreams don't ask for guidance. They announce an ending. Weeks later, the man made a decision he believed was his own. The elders said nothing, because the dream had already spoken. When someone told elders about a dream, the first question was never, "What did you see?" It was always, "How did you feel when you woke up?" Because elders believed symbols could lie, but emotions could not. A dream that showed danger but left peace behind was treated differently from a dream that showed nothing but left fear. Elders said, the spirit world does not always speak in images. Sometimes it speaks in weight. If you woke up heavy, unsettled, distracted for days, elders listened carefully. But if you woke up calm, even after a strange dream, they often said, It has passed. They believed fear was not accidental. It was part of the message. That's why elders warned people not to describe dreams carelessly. Because once spoken, fear spreads, and fear changes outcomes. Here is something elders rarely explained openly. Not every dream was a message. Some dreams were tests, tests of restraint, tests of silence, tests of wisdom. Elders believed that some dreams came to see. Who would rush to speak, who would exaggerate, who would seek attention, who would stay quiet. Because in African belief, wisdom was not proven by knowing, but by how you carried what you knew. That's why elders watched closely after someone shared a dream. Did the person become arrogant? Did they seek validation? Did they spread fear? If they did, elders stopped listening. Because they believed if you cannot carry the dream, you are not meant to carry its meaning. Some dreams revealed futures, others revealed character, and elders knew the difference. Elders never interpreted the same dream the same way for everyone. The same dream could mean protection for one person and warning for another. Why? Because elders believed destiny was personal. A dream of fire could mean cleansing for one person and could mean destruction for another. A dream of water could mean life and could mean loss. That's why elders asked about your life before interpreting your dream. Your age, your responsibilities, your recent actions, your direction. Because they believed dreams didn't float alone. They landed inside context. This is why elders distrusted modern dream books. They believed meaning could not be copied. It had to be understood. And this is also why elders refused to interpret dreams for strangers. Some knowledge, they said, required relationship. There was a quiet warning elders repeated without explanation. Do not chase dreams. Because in African belief, dreams were visitors, not servants. If a dream came naturally, it was respected. But if someone tried to force dreams, elders grew concerned. They believed forced dreams could attract confusion rather than clarity. Because the spirit world, they said, responds to humility, not hunger. That's why elders discouraged obsession. They feared fixation would blur the boundary between message and imagination. And once that boundary was lost, interpretation became dangerous. Elders didn't fear dreams, they feared misunderstanding them. Perhaps the most unsettling belief elders held was this: some dreams are not meant to be understood immediately. They believed certain dreams were seeds, dormant waiting. Years later, after a decision, a loss, a journey, the dream would suddenly make sense. That's why elders encouraged patience. They said, a dream understood too early can mislead you. This is why elders sometimes said, keep it, not explain it. Because time, they believed, was part of interpretation. This is why elders did not rush to explain dreams. They knew that once a dream was understood, it could no longer protect you. They believed dreams were not sent to frighten, but to prepare. Advice told you what someone thought you should do. Dreams showed you what could not be undone. That is why elders listened carefully, asked few questions, and spoke even fewer words. They understood that some knowledge arrives quietly and leaves the same way. And maybe that is the part we forgot. In a world that demands answers instantly, elders trusted what revealed itself slowly. They did not chase meaning, they waited for it. Because they believed wisdom was not about knowing first, but about knowing when. If you have ever had a dream that stayed with you long after morning came, maybe it wasn't meant to be solved. Maybe it was meant to walk beside you until the moment you were ready. And if you've ever wondered why elders took dreams more seriously than advice, now you know. Some messages are not meant to be heard by the ears, but by the life you are still becoming. Long pause. Thank you for listening. If this story spoke to you, subscribe and share The Hidden Voice. Some wisdom survives only when it is passed on.